Hey guys, it's the King Gaming, and welcome to a game called The Monster Inside. Now this is a free-to-play Steam game. It's The Monster Inside, an audio-visual novella by Random Seed Games. So this is a free-to-play game on Steam. I'm like, ooh, free-to-play, my favorite type of game. So, this is kind of like a detective kind of game. So, let's get into it. Start. The Monster Inside, an audio-visual novella by Random Seed Games. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I've had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. But just like that, any other day, I'd drag myself to the office. Hello! There's another notice on the door from the mayor's Venetti office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much, and where I'd trying to drown me in paperwork. It was a slow week since I had any real case to work on, so I passed the time pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bedsheet. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have a face what I really am. The girl came in so quiet I nearly choked on my cigarette. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Oh, Mr. J. Yeah, what can I help you with? Calm down now. Sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever heard knock it first? I'm gonna be a nice detective. I'm not gonna push. Okay, thanks. It's just no one will listen to me. I can't. Just tell me your tale. I'm listening. She eyed me with that dash of suspicion. I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. I'm doing a southern detective accent. I don't know why, but it works. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard. But this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Lily, you don't understand. He could have done it. He could have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't kill her. Everyone thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Well, Mr. Jack, you can call me Jack. Jack, whoever did this to his wife must have been the one who took him. He's never left me without. He would have never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised his poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt there's too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they hadn't found him much yet. If they had found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes the mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than the one man with money. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't worry now. I'm not going to scare her to death. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you, but please be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapping. I think it was a beast. Beast? The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on the hard corner. Your funny bone, it hurts like hell and it ain't funny. Not many words used these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, all right. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemingly urges. But I hadn't seen any monsters in 15 years, back when I was still a cop myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry now. The detective work, let's jump to conclusions. And you seem like the kind of man who's good at solving mysteries. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I assured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I didn't know if she was in danger or any danger herself, but better be safe than sorry. That night I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next! Achievement unlocked. Chapter 1 complete. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I got a knack for finding things that others overlook. Okay. A knack more of a symptom of a condition of the less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for one time my keen senses of smell would come in handy. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. A strangely familiar smell. I expected the scent of precipitation, or maybe even outright fear, but Miss Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. So she was what? Brought new meaning of the crime of passing. So she was either in lust at the time, or something made her in lust. But a new meaning of the crime of passion. Pushing the thought out of my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along its length and felt a chill down my spine. That wasn't just any burn mark. This was a mark of ancient magic. It's doubtful that the cops would have picked it up on any would literally have been right. Something unnatural was at play here. I was no stranger to the strange. Investigate the scene. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pit out anything from the prints the cops left behind in their haste. But cops wore $20,000 pairs of carcanos. It looked like Miss Farnsworth was there that night. He walked away by his own 2 feet. After looking around a while, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me, so I trudged back to my apartment and it hit my pillow like it owed me money. Achievement unlocked. Chapter 2 complete. So to my knowledge, this is like a 20-minute game. So we'll get to it. The next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask. So, what did you find? Well, I got some good news. Farnsworth still might be alive. Not sure about a beast. Something unnatural is at play. Might be the work of some... might be right to worry about monsters. Found spell marks. Let's start with giving her good news. I don't want to pressure her. I probably shouldn't give her false hope like that, but she seemed like she needed something to hold on to right now. Right then. She didn't need to know about the mark on the tree. Exactly! How do you know that? Where is he? Found his footprints. Seemed like he got out safely. There was a sign he wasn't seen and slipped away. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat make it difficult to swallow romance. But you don't know where he went? Do you think that he's this morning? That the news this morning is related? What news is that? Haven't you heard? Nope. Rough night followed by rough morning. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They said it happened last night. Okay, so the police chief's wife is dead now. Good on him, I think. I don't know. Let me guess. Chief Amato was missing too? My face might have betrayed the hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicion, but it faded quickly. Amato was shit cop and a shit sheriff. And a shit chief. He was half dead and I had reason I left the force. But now his wife was dead and I have more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped. Excuse me. Ugh. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told her that I needed time to work, and she left me slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. That night, after the cops had cleared out of the docks, I would slip down and see what I uncovered concerning Miss Thanatos. untimely demise. Next chapter. Achievement unlocked. Chapter 3 complete. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil. And could it be? That smell again. That someone had bottled pure arousal and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long-forgotten memory, but the sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what that scent reminded me of. It scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hands, shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus, no jumping to conclusions, follow the evidence. Investigate the scene. Oh, hello. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a board. The police report didn't say anything about Mr. Mito wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. And a chain. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit up. I already could feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thought that had been bubbling at the top of my brain. You've been doing it. I have a very bad feeling the detective started doing this stuff at his rough nightmares. That's what's happening. I'm just guessing, I don't know. Next chapter. Achievement unlocked. Chapter 4 complete. I honestly don't remember that walk back to my office. Apparently I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? The newspaper was sitting on the door. As I stood to fetch it, nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I already read the headline. Breaking news. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. 2 cases in coincidence. 3 is a pattern. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk, slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. Threw on my jacket and went to the door. Really caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't have time to talk. I've just been busy. I'm off to Miss Vendetti's crime scene. Okay, but we need to talk. We need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek, and I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Chapter 5 complete. I'm browsing right through this game. Damn. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vendetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. Vendetti's car, if he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high, and my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what it looks like. What it look for. Lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. If they were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vendetti was crooked. This was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Venetta and Chief Amedo talking about me. How they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. As I searched around anything that might ever search my field, caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with indulgent pleasure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on a weak-willed weapon knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? Oh! It wasn't possible. Was it? Wait! So he's either a beast or something magic that makes a smell of pleasure release into the air. I don't know. Was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses, I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out of the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Just not any watch, though. My watch. Oh, no! How long had it been? How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came in down the alley. I checked the time just to be sure. Left the office. I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Chapter 6 complete. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and carry me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it'd be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost came back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Jack. Come, sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her, and I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. Oh no! A beautiful purple dress. Odd that I hadn't noticed it before it had seemed out of place, out of time. There was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you! You're the monster! Succubus! Oh, Jack! We are one and the same, you and I. We are both monsters. It's simply honest with myself. There's no such thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true nature, as you have, incubus. Those men were probably dead too now, I figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. So you've done it all this time, just to wake me up? You could say that. It seemed enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believed you were still capable of such horrors, which you deep down, you probably are. You can't escape it. You know you need to complete the deed. You took my watch, messed with my head. Oh, don't act like you didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone. Now that they're gone, I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right, the one thing I was dull, weak compared to her. If I refused her, she'd attack me. I was dead. I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I never had a succubus who seduced and killed women. Oh, please! Such 14th century stereotypes. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasure of flesh. But I still do need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I harvested from those awful men and plant it among the fertile masses for me. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down, start a family! Ha 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 ha! The maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure it was to look in my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I wrapped the old bedsheet of the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her reflection and sucked it into the mirror, and with painful monstrous scream, trapped. Shielding my eyes, I pulled a revolver from my dress, aimed at the mirror, and shot and fired. Story programming by Tyler Owen. Chapter 7 complete. Music and sound effects by Clark Abroad. More random C games. Time frame. And then launch a passage. Okay, I'll have to look at these games. Because you guys did a very good job on these games. Very good job. I enjoy that, and the voice acting, even though I did Lily's last thing raspy on my voice, but it worked. And I enjoyed this. I enjoy these kind of games where I can make a narrative and choose the adventure of how I want to play it. But alright guys, that was The Monster Inside. Amazing game. 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was bad on my throat at the ending when I did Lily's succubus voice. Ha 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 ha. But it was amazing. I enjoyed it. I loved it so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video.